Howdy folks, I hope you remembered the lard. I just wanted to record getting the platinum in this game, because it's an annoying one to get, and I figured, hey, let's record it, and I can talk about my thoughts about all of the tasks required for getting the platinum. So, we got pretty well all the sphere grid maxed out here. It probably took about as long as it took me to play through Final Fantasy 1 to get this, but I didn't count it, but we're clocked in at about 150 some odd hours. So let's use the friend sphere. I have everyone, everyone all together, so we can celebrate getting this platinum together. But first we need to delete this node here, because I want the final node to be a luck node. I also want Auron to be the one to get the last one, because I don't know how many. I just like Auron. He's my favorite character. Riku's my favorite in-game character, but Auron's my favorite character. So let's clear this sphere right here. This evasion sphere. And we have enough master spheres to fill this one back up with luck. So how I did this so it didn't take a trillion years was I went through and I deleted a good chunk of the luck spheres. I left some because I didn't want to have my party with 0 luck. Luck sphere. Let's do this. We got a bunch of master spheres from Penance. As for beating Penance, we did that without using Zanmoto. Penance wasn't as hard as I thought he would be. It was more like, once you have the stats, it's more find your strategy and just don't deviate from it for 2 hours. And that's Penance. The 200 lightning bolt strikes, I thought was going to be the worst one, but we ended up doing it, like, once we got serious about it, ended up doing it first try by abusing the crater technique. And it worked out just great. The butterfly minigame didn't really give as much trouble as I thought it might, because that's the bane of some people's existence, but I'm wondering if it's people with either, like, color blindness or just, like, a small TV or something. I didn't think it was that bad, personally, but to each their own. What I didn't expect was the chocobo race. The one to get Tidus's, was it? I forget if it was the crest or the sigil. But the one where you had to get 0 seconds on. Even the Remium Temple chocobo race I didn't find was like that bad. It took a few tries. But I found it not as frustrating as having the birds fly into me. It seemed like that was one of those trophies you get just when the game decides to let you get the trophy. And then, of course, maxing out the sphere grid on everybody, which took forever, but once like I said, I deleted all the luck spheres. It was really quite quick. I just fought the Terex in the monster arena. It's a flying enemy. You get evasion spheres from them. They die in 2 hits. I just got a bunch of those, and I didn't even really use the Don Tonberry trick. What I ended up using was more the Cactar King trick. I would have whoever it is, sometimes it'd be more than one, but once I got down to just Kamari, because he was my last one, I ended up just having my other 2 party members. I used Auron and Riku because they didn't have auto life. Or auto Phoenix, I should say. I would cast auto life on Kamari, so if he got hit by the King Cactar, he would just come back to life. But if the other 2 got hit, they would stay dead. So I would just do that until I pretty much ran out of healing. Like, ran out of MP. Then I would just run from the battle. I would swap Tidus in and just get him to flee. Because it took me forever to get flee for Kamari for some reason. And we can also make sure that we have no other spheres to get once we wear the master spheres. I even have a few extra master spheres. I thought I would end up using them all, but no, you just kind of like flail around on the grid. So let's do this. Let's get the platinum. Let's join the 2% of Final Fantasy X players who've gotten a platinum. Auron, you're gonna be going in last, buddy. Alright, Riku. I also remember hearing that in order to beat Penance, like, you don't have to max out your luck. I heard that 35 luck is all you need. And I felt like party should have some luck. How much luck do we have? Somewhere around there. Yeah, 42. 42 luck. Some things are down, like agility. I found out after the fact you only need about 170 agility, the way that it's coded. So you could get more hit points that way, but it wasn't necessary. Yeah, because with Penance, I guess we kind of lucked out too, since I didn't know about the Judgment Day attack, and I got hit with it, but someone also had auto life. I also found out after the fact that it's not the worst idea to use Dispel once he does Immolation in the second form. Just making sure that I'm not completely botching this everybody get together for luck conflab here. I feel like I'm gonna mess this up somehow, but no big deal if so. We have now done this. On to bigger and better things. We'll be playing more of X2. I don't know when I'm gonna upload this, probably Friday. This will likely be an afterthought. An after the fact. I went back to Lulu, didn't I? No, I didn't. Waka! Yeah, and like the Blitz... I wonder what actually took longer, getting everything for Blitzball or maxing the Sphere Grid. They both took a lot of hours. Blitzball was probably more entertaining for the most part. But with the Sphere Grid, I could just turn my brain off, and I did at that time. Just turn my brain off and just, like, watch YouTube videos or listen to a podcast or what have you. Multitask it. Who else do we need to upsell? Is it just Aura now? I thought we would have... Yeah, that would make sense, because then there'd be 2 Master Spheres remaining. So let's just make sure. Kamari, Auron, Riku, Lulu. Because you can... I didn't really, like, look, but... If the Master Sphere is grayed out, the Sphere Grid is full. I thought it would be annoying finding bits and pieces of the Sphere Grid to fill. But it turned out to not really be that bad. The Master Spheres were greatly helpful. And that's how I nabbed a lot of the luck that was still on the board. The only thing is, once you beat Penance, Penance is a great way to grind for Master Spheres if you want to. But, like, it's generally not necessary. If you're trying to max the Sphere Grid, there's a few times where it's a little convenient. I'm just making good and sure that we got it all. But yeah, I did use Don Tonberry somewhat if I managed to get some kills in for people. But then there's characters like Yuna where I didn't directly kill... I directly killed the Don Tonberry with her. So it would only do like 40 damage, so that's why I opted to do the Cactuar King method instead. You can do Comrade with Don Tonberry, but it doesn't go up as fast. It's faster. I found it faster to do it the way I mentioned. Anyways, let's do this together. Thank you folks for joining. That did join for this. Ah ha ha ha! I just want an excuse to do the Titus laugh one more time. On this adventure. Helping me along here. Get us to this get us here. I'll just botch the words right as we get our 3rd platinum. Then I'm probably going to start chasing after the Shenmue 3 platinum. What I'm probably going to do is get the Shenmue 1 platinum, because all I have to do is get like one thing, then get it for 2, then get it for 3. Because I don't know if it like lists them in order, but if it does, then it'll be like, hey, 1, 2, 3, isn't that fancy? Well, here we go. Let's get this together now. 1, 2, and 3. This should be a platinum. Yes, we got a trophy. And there we go. That looks like a platinum trophy to me. But let's just make good and sure. I'm not live and in color with it. I had a dual monitor setup, but my second monitor decided to crap out, and I haven't replaced it yet. But there we go, 100%. Let's view that. Let's view this bad boy. All surrounded in luck with Auron. Then people who are looking at that will be like, he leveled up Auron last? What the heck? But I figure a lot of people's would probably be Kamari, so I just wanted to be different, man. I just wanted to be different. So there we go. How long did that take us? It was somewhere in the area of 150 hours. It's above that. But if you're watching this and you have gotten a platinum in Final Fantasy X, let me know how long it took you. I'm curious if, like, if I took an exceptional length of time, or if it was, like, among the average. What is that? I can't even read that right now. 150... I think my blind eyes are telling me it's 153... 56 or so. But in any event, we did it. Thanks for joining in for this excursion. As, like I said, maybe I could just do a video like this anytime, like, hey, platinum, I could do that for, like, all 3 Shenmue as well. Just make that a... Because for one, I need to find the dojo. There's a dojo flashback I missed. There's a flashback I missed. Shenmue 2, I at least missed the duck races. I don't know what else I missed. Shenmue 3 has been a work in progress. I thought I would get that one first, but I was more in the mood to get this one. Anyways, thanks again for watching, and hope to catch you for a stream. Hopefully we've been having a blast with Final Fantasy X2. And I will catch you later. You already brought the lard, so I can't ask you to not forget it, because you brought it. Ah ha 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 ha! I was gonna turn it off while looking in the camera, but I botched the click. See ya.